Do you want to do your part in helping spread democracy for Super Earth?
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you?
Well, if you do want to help spread democracy, you must choose how you want to spread democracy. And I think there is no better way to spread democracy than to go out in an all-out frenzy and take out as many Terminid and Automaton as you can. And that is what I want to show you guys today. I'm going to run through some of the best class setups, mainly to get kills when you're running through missions against Terminids and Automatons. With that, let's get into the classes. Before we get into it, and if you guys are new here, feel free to subscribe. I try and post about a couple times a week, and it would be greatly appreciated. Now we'll start with the Terminids because they are easier than the Automaton to get a lot of kills against. Now I want to make clear, these classes that I'm going to show you are not perfect for just an overall mission. These are solely going to be for kills, and kills only. Starting with the primary, there is really only one good option to pick. It is going to be the Breaker Incendiary Shotgun. This is probably the easiest pick that I have, especially against the Terminids. This just wipes out any other primary in the game when it comes to kills. Using the Breaker Incendiary, you can easily rack up 500 plus kills while running through a mission. It is most effective against your small to medium sized opponents, mainly because of the fire damage that this weapon provides. You really only need to shoot your smaller to medium-sized opponents once or twice with this, and then they won't die immediately, but you can then freely run around and then you'll see the kills rack up as the burn damage gets to them and takes them out. Since you'll mainly be facing smaller to medium-sized opponents, the Breaker Incendiary Shotgun is going to be your go-to weapon to get as many kills as you can. Now for the best primary for the Automaton has got to be the Dominator. The Dominator works well against the Terminids as well, but it really shines against the Automaton. The Dominator is an explosive assault rifle type of weapon, and in terms of damage per second, there's nothing else that really compares to the Dominator when you're facing the Automaton. Now to quickly talk about the secondaries, there's really only one good option here to choose when you're talking about getting kills and kills only, and it's going to be the P19 Redeemer. For a secondary, it provides great backup to your Dominator or Breaker. It is highly effective against those smaller opponents whenever you need to reload your Dominator or Breaker. Now I'll list out a couple different armors that I think fit best on allowing you to get as many kills as you can during a mission. Now the number one pick that I would choose for armor is going to be a medium armor with a medkit passive. The medkit passive grants you 2 more stims, and it also lengthens the stim effect by 2 seconds. The longer you can stay alive, the more kills you'll get. The second armor I would think about bringing is a medium armor with the engineering kit. The engineering kit provides a 30% accuracy boost when you are crouched or prone, which this is not really a big deal when you're trying to get as many kills as you can, but the bigger benefit to the engineering kit is going to be that it gives you 2 more grenades. And the more firepower you have, the better. So I'll leave it up to you on what armor you end up choosing, but these are the 2 best that I see to get the most amount of kills when running through a mission. For the boosters, I would mainly pick the stamina enhancement, especially if I'm running with the team. If I run solo, I would probably also pick the increased reinforcement budget. I like the increased reinforcement budget when I'm running solo, mainly because I have more lives. I am expecting to probably die a few times, and the more I can stay alive, like I said, the more kills you're going to get. Now let's talk about what stratagems to use. I will vary this a little bit depending on if you're playing against the Terminids or the Automaton, but there will be some similarities in between. Starting with the Terminids, you're going to want to pick the Eagle 500 kg bomb, the Eagle airstrike, the Eagle napalm strike, then as well, I threw this in there because I think it helps out a lot, is going to be the jump pack. I think there are other great stratagems to pick in this game, but in terms of getting the most kills, this is going to be your go-to against the Terminids. The Eagle 500 kg bomb is going to be great if you have a swarm of enemies all clustered together, or if there's a few chargers or bile titans that you need to take out. The Eagle airstrike is probably the number one stratagem to use out of the 4 that I listed here. The Eagle airstrike covers a large area, taking down all of those smaller and medium opponents if they are all clustered together, as well as it can take down chargers and put on good damage against bile titans. The Eagle napalm strike is going to play a similar role to the Eagle airstrike. Where the napalm strike is really going to benefit is taking down those smaller and medium opponents for you. You can place this in front of the enemies, and as they start to walk through it, they will slowly start to burn, and then you will rack up kills that way. Now the last stratagem that I chose is going to be the jump pack. Now you may be saying the jump pack isn't good or the jump pack isn't worth bringing. However, the main reason why I bring it is that I'm going to be more mobile. With the jump pack, it allows me to say get on high surfaces or quickly escape and help wrangle in a lot of the enemies all at once, for then I can use a stratagem or use my primary on them. If you don't want to bring in the jump pack, maybe consider something like the cluster bombs or the autocannon or maybe the quasar just to help you support you against some of those larger enemies. Now I picked all eagle stratagems because I've found that you can use these stratagems more often, and when you do run out, you only have about a 2-minute timer before they reset again, versus the orbital seem to be not as effective in getting as many kills as you can. Now for the automaton, it's going to be very similar. I'm going to keep the Eagle 500 kg and the Eagle Airstrike. The 500 kg is very versatile. It is great at getting a lot of kills if there's a lot of enemies around you, and if you do need it to take down any of your larger opponents, maybe like your Hulks, tanks, it'll be good at that. And the Eagle Airstrike is also versatile, allowing you to take down numerous amounts of enemies and also helping you against some of the larger enemies like your Hulks, your tanks, etc. For the other two stratagems that I would replace, I would go with one of the sentries, like the mortar sentry or machine gun sentry. These will help you get passive kills as you're using your primary or other stratagems to help kill some of the enemies. Then with one of the sentries picked, I would also maybe go with the anti-material rifle or something like the autocannon. The anti-material rifle is great at taking down some of those smaller opponents, has a quick rate of fire, but can also take down some of those larger opponents with headshots. The autocannon is also great. It provides some splash damage if you fire this in the middle of a group of enemies, and it can also take down some of those larger opponents as well. The automaton are definitely going to be the harder enemy to face out of the two. Automaton can shoot you from range, while terminids are mainly going to be close combat. This is why I varied the stratagems just a little bit, because there are different enemy types when you're facing the automaton and terminids. Well, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I've used these class setups numerous amount of times, and I've had great luck with trying to get as many kills as I can with this setup. And if you guys do end up trying these, let me know how it goes and how many kills you may have ended up at the end of a mission. I know personally I have racked up close to 1,000 kills against the terminids, and with the automaton I've got about 600-700 kills while using some of these setups. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will continue to make videos like this to ensure that we are spreading democracy. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.